Morning everybody. So home haircuts. I know everybody's going to be struggling at the moment. So if you've got some clippers, excellent. If you've got some scissors, even better. If you know how to use them, I'll be surprised. But this is going to be some basic skills for you. So Max's hair is growing over his ears. And just quickly, how we're going to get rid of that is we're going to start by putting our number 4 on. If you've got your 4, it will be one of your biggest clipper guards. So here's my 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm going to start with my 4 and I'm just going to start by going into the hair. I've slightly damped his hair down already, and you can use your comb just to pull the hair down, and we're going to try and hit the line around by the temple line, and we're going to go all the way around with our 4. So take your time and then think of a moon or a banana, because you're flicking your clippers out all the time. That Max, good boy. So if you can see that, I'm trying to go all the way around the head, and I'm really trying to keep this line going on here. So as we come up through the back, we're thinking of keeping that motion going. So I keep going round, and I'll go on a different angle to pick up this hair here. But I'm never going above this line that I've drawn round, okay? So you can use your comb to help you make that point of a number 4 stop and keep it nice and even. So I'm doing this a little bit quickly because I don't want to bore everybody. But once you've got the first bit done, the rest is a lot easier as you grade down and around the ears. But what I would say to everybody is I wouldn't go down to a number 1 while you're at home, because blending a 3 into a 4, is really easy. A 2 into a 3, a little more challenging, but it will look quite nice and it's quite easy to do that. As soon as you go down to a number 1, it's really difficult to blend that line out unless you know what you're doing. And I know most of you won't. So if you could sit up straight for me, sir. Try and get rid of some of those itchy bits as well, because little people don't like itchy hair. That little buzzing noise was my clippers needing a bit of oil. So I'm going to go straight in with the number 2, but if you had a number 3, I would do that. So Max, if you sit up nice and straight, up straight, that's it, and then look down here a bit. What we're trying to do is actually see his hair. Now you can see how difficult it is, and you'll be experiencing this at home right now probably. So Max, look down a bit, buddy. Look down a little bit. What we're trying to do is get into that little tail there. Now what you don't want to do is go up to the point where you made your line where you did your 4. Okay, so just keep it below that line. And remember, you're coming in from the bottom, and then as you come up, try and keep a natural arc about a centimetre below your number 4, and then you start flicking your clippers out at that point. Now we're over the ear. Remember, don't go up and higher than that number 4 line. You can actually hear it as well. You'll hear the hair that's coming off, and then when you start to move your clippers away, you'll notice that you don't hear hair being cut, and that's good. That means you're blending your 2 up into your 4, or if you've got your number 3 guard on, you'll be doing that. Okay, so we come round. Yeah, we need a bit of oil. So I hope everybody's well and keeping safe. Are you okay there, Max? No, that's it. Keep really still, little man. You're doing really well. So Max is one of my favourite customers. He's always very happy to get his hair cut, like most little boys. So notice that I'm taking my clippers that way because of the pattern of hair growth. It helps me pick that hair up to make sure I've got all of it. It's quite awkward to get into these bits, and if you've got hair that's growing this way, just come down with your clippers. You're okay. It is a bit itchy, yeah. So now we've done our 4. I'm just going to quickly put the 3 in just to show you. All you do is literally flick that up and through. And remember, just don't go higher than your original number 4 went. And then you'll start to see that you've got a nice little blend or fade. And for a home haircut, if you just left your ears like that around there, at least you've done something to sort of maintain the hair. And while we're all not going to the pub, Max, have you been to the pub lately? No, but so we don't really need to look our complete best. It's about just keeping on top of it, because I reckon I might have a big queue when I get back to work. And now you can see that's nicely faded, blended. So, because I can, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to open up the clippers. Now you might have an arm here or something on the back. When you open them up, you're going to create a half. Okay, and that's a good thing to do. If you just want to flick around the very edge of the hair, you're okay, Max. So even like a moving target, like I've got, it's doable. So I'm just flicking, and I can come down with my half because I'm not going to draw any lines in if I'm just going around the very edge. And remember, every time it's like this. You're coming up and out, and obviously you're just keeping it very, very low. That, mate. Well done, mate. So around the ears, if you want to just look, I've got my half blade. Now this is all you'd need to do at home. Is just come up. Good boy, Max, you're doing well. Just come up, and you're coming to the top of the ear here. And if you go behind the ear, you'll use that bit of the clipper just to push the ear out. And just keep it very low and do a little bit, see what it looks like, and then do a little bit more. Is that a tickly?
Yes, and it's really hot. I like that hot bit.
And I'm burning Max. I'm burning his hair off with these very hot clippers. And he likes it.
I like hot.
I like the hot.
I like hot. Hot.
And I've just closed my guard because I'm just getting rid of his neck hair. Right, I've moved his ear out of the way by using my left thumb, and then I've got my clippers in and I'm just flicking. This is for people that are brave. Remember, you've got a whole blade. You only need to use a little bit of your blade just to detail your edge. Good boy, Max. Doing really well. You can pull the skin a little bit more tight. So as you can see, like I'm using my comb a little bit now, and I don't expect everybody to be able to do that, but if you want to, you put your teeth of your comb in and it just shows the hair a little bit better. And you can see if there's any long ones. It's all about just thinking about your angle. The hair is going to be longer and going down and graduating out to nothing. So the shortest is always going to be your edge. Right, can I come around and do the other side? So I'm flicking the comb through right low this time, just showing you how to freehand taper down. Good boy, Max, keep really still. Are you getting covered in hair?
Yeah.
What are we going to do after you've had your hair cut?
The eyes
You're going to eat an ice lolly. Sit up, mate. Good boy. What else? We were talking about maybe building something, weren't we? I wonder what everyone at home's been doing. Well, see, now that is what's going to happen, and you get a little woogie. So sit up straight, and you've got to be very careful, because children, everybody moves. Everybody doesn't realise, but they move. So you're protecting yourself against making mistakes by using your comb as well. Max, sit down. Not yet. We've just got to do a little bit more around here. Look, nice warm bit. See, look. Nice warm bit. So open up the clippers again. Use your arm or your little lever. Get your half. Flick up to the top of the hair. Come back down that way. Open blade. And just be really, really careful not to go into the hairline. You don't need to. Keep it soft, keep it natural. Nothing worse than actually going all the way into someone's hairline, and it will look awful. If you just leave the clippers, you know, to a number 1 or a 2, well, not a number 1 actually, I'd suggest number 2, or even a 4, just for now. Just till we can get back into the shop, start cutting your kids' hair properly, or your husband or your boyfriend or your granddad. I hope everybody is keeping well, by the way, keeping at home. There we go, so that's our clipper work done. Now if you've only got clippers and you don't have scissors, this is a way that you can just blend in really quickly. If you've got your comb. No, we've just got to do the top now, Max. Okay, so pull your comb through your hair. If you go from the